And we're live. Ah, man. How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull. Welcome to the Pokemon Direct on January 9, 2020. Ah, man. Hard to believe, but the very first Pokemon Direct ever took place 7 years and 1 day ago on January 8, 2013, which is when they announced Pokemon X and Y for the very first time. I remember that. I do remember that. That was a very exciting day. And the reason I remember it so well is because that was also my wife's birthday. So, it's not her birthday today, it was yesterday. The Direct begins in about 5 minutes. So if you're watching this after the fact, feel free to fast forward to the actual Direct stuff so you can see what happens then. Anyway, let's see. I know a lot of people are expecting Diamond and Pearl remakes to be announced today. I'm not. I am not. Here's why. Every time there's been a remake or a sequel or something, it has always been announced like mid-year. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire were announced, I'd like to say April or May, and Ultra Sun and Moon were announced in June? Sounds right? Yeah, June. So I'm not expecting Diamond and Pearl remakes to be announced today, especially since Sword and Shield released less than 2 months ago now. So it's still early in Sword and Shield's lifetime. There's still plenty of sales to be made for those games, and I don't think that they'd want to cut into their sales by announcing that the next Pokemon game's already coming up. So as far as the next main series Pokemon game, I'm not expecting anything. In fact, as I recall, it was reported that the German Pokemon Direct translation said that there was going to be news specifically about Sword and Shield. What that means, I don't know. Honestly, I'm expecting half of this Direct or more to be devoted to Pokemon Home, which is the successor to Pokemon Bank. So, Pokemon Home will allow for you to transfer Pokemon from Let's Go, Bank, and Go to Generation 8. Or you could leave them inside Home, very similar to Bank, and use it as a huge PC storage system. I'm expecting for that to be talked about this Direct, just because they said that that'd be coming out in spring, so that should, this is the perfect timing to talk about that. So, frankly, Pokemon Home's the only thing that I would wager we'll see here. Otherwise, no clue. We might see something about Pokemon Sleep. We might see something about a new upcoming Pokemon mobile game. Ideally, what I would like to see is something on upcoming Pokemon spin-offs on the Nintendo Switch.
Link that.
Oh, thanks, Andrew Gates, for the $2 donation. Let me go ahead and... There we go. Now we get to see Aerith. What about a Let's Go Johto? I would love that, but the people in charge of Let's Go have very clearly said that they never intended to continue the series beyond Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I would love a Let's Go Johto, but it's not something that they're planning on. I would love spin-offs on the Switch. I mean, we've already heard that Detective Pikachu will be coming to the Switch at some point. I would love for that to get a physical release, but when's the last time we got the Pokemon Ranger game? We only ever got Pokemon Ranger games during Gen 4. Wouldn't it be nice to see that series come back? Or how about a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Or even like something completely brand new. Gen 7 had 0 spin-offs. The only spin-offs it got during its lifetime were Pokken Tournament Deluxe on the Switch, which was just a port, and Detective Pikachu Releasing in the West, which is just a localization of the game that came out in Japan during Gen 6. That's all we got. So I would love to see spin-offs this generation. A lot of spin-offs on a home console. I realize that's not something that they really care about that much, just because all the spin-offs now are going mobile because they can earn way more money for way less effort. I understand that, but I would still love to see a few dedicated home ports, home console spin-offs. Are we going to see any of that today? I don't know. Maybe we'll see something on the Detective Pikachu. Actually, is it a sequel? Is it a port or a sequel? I don't remember. Maybe we'll see something about it. Super Mystery Dungeon was Gen 6. Yes, Crystal. Boy, I don't know what. Like I said, I'm expecting half of this direct or more to be devoted to Pokemon Home. Maybe we'll get some sort of announcement on Sword and Shield. Maybe not DLC per se, but maybe they'll announce the very first mythical Pokemon of those games. The only legendaries from Gen 8 are Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. That's it. So maybe they'll announce the first mythical Pokemon during this direct. That'll be available in the games later this year. I don't know. Maybe they'll talk a little bit about the Pokemon that are programmed in the game that you'll be able to bring up through Pokemon Home. There's a bunch of Pokemon that, I think there's like 30, that are programmed in the game.
Welcome to the Pokemon
That was
Direct.
fast. Okay, let's start.
From the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast, I'd like to touch on two
It's
topics.
not quite live.
Let's get started with the first topic. Have a look at the following footage.
So this is a few seconds behind real time. Sorry, guys. Is this Diamond and Pearl remakes, really? Wait. Is this Mystery Dungeon? This is Mystery Dungeon. Alright. Haha. Okay. We're getting a new Mystery Dungeon game. Whoa. Wow, this art style is really blurry.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX.
Alright. I was hoping for a new Mystery Dungeon. This is... Wait a minute. I think this is just a remake. I think this is just a remake of Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue Rescue Team. Well...
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX.
Yeah, that's just a remake.
It's been about 15 years since Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance systems in Japan. But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title.
Okay.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX will be released March 6, 2020.
Whoa. That is really soon. No, that's only 3 days after Final Fantasy!
Nintendo eShop, available later today.
Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
You'll be able to carry over your save data to the full version of the game once purchased, so please take this opportunity to get a sample of the fun.
Well, I guess I'd better play that
Now,
at some point,
For
huh?
the other topic, I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you.
They're only sharing 2 things today, are you kidding?
Mr. Masuda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
Hello everyone, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Omori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November. Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
A little glitch there.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience.
They did a good job.
And the Galar region is a vast one. We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to explore.
Wait, is this full-out DLC?
We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass.
Expansion
Downloadable
Pass?
expansions for the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
Until now,
Oh,
we've sometimes
man.
released new titles set in the same region as previous
Oh, I don't
games,
know about this.
such as Pokemon Platinum version or Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. This expansion pass will be different from those games.
Oh, man.
You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you. Please have a look.
The preservationist in me is really cringing, but the Pokemon fan is so excited. Well, they're bringing in old Pokemon. Oh, new area. New areas. More than one. Is that a new wild area? Oh, that's a Galarian Slowpoke. Is that a new gym? New activity? New clothes? Alright. Yep, old Pokemon coming back. Okay. 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 The Isle of Armor. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, I know that's just concept art, but whoa. Reggie's. Oh, what in the world? Oh no, those are... Okay. Aww. What? What are they doing to the birds? Whoa. Skip forward a little. Oh, backed up. What's going on with this? It's going all over the place. We've seen this already. How far back was this? I'll just skip. Okay, it just glitched out. It backed itself up like 2 full minutes. This is so exciting, but what's going to happen in 20 years when the Switch servers go offline? This will all be just a part of the history books. I'm so excited for it, but oh man. And we're back to the birds. They look so dope. I'm willing to bet that these are Galarian forms. So that's how they'll look in the game. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. And the Crown Tundra. So two different expansions, I think. Yeah, part 1, part 2. Wow. What is that? Is this our first mythical? No, what? These are 2 new Pokemon. What are those? That might be a mythical. What is that? What are those?
What did you think of this first look? The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020.
Good.
And the Crown Tundra,
Fall.
planned to be released in fall 2020.
Wow.
If you buy the Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released.
Well, yeah.
Each part offers a different adventure, where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are 2 versions of the expansion pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield.
I've gotta buy both.
Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions, and you'll also run into some different
Oh,
Pokemon
you know what
places.
this means? It means
We're
that
hoping
you'd have to
players
buy
can
them
continue
both
with the
for
classic
every single
Pokemon
account on your
experience of trading
Switch.
with one another and working together.
Man.
Now, without further ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Mr. Tani?
The direct's only half over, by the way.
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra are in development as we speak. So today, we'd like to show off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new areas.
Well, besides what we've already seen. They're just going to spend 10 minutes
Your
reiterating
adventures
what
in
they
Galar
show
are
at
getting
us.
even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle of Armor. This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests.
There's going to be
caves, and
so many
dunes.
people who are
And of
upset
course,
that
you'll find
Game
Pokemon
Freak
that
is
you couldn't
charging a
previously
premium
find in
just
Galar
to add the
dwelling
full
there, too.
Pokédex in.
There's a dojo for Pokemon battles on this island. And you'll take up an apprenticeship under the Pokemon trainer who runs it. This is Mustard, who will become your mentor.
His name
He's
is
also
Mustard.
the mentor of Champion Leon, who you probably know quite well. In fact, Mustard has occupied the seat of champion himself in the past. You'll also encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices. When playing with the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user. When playing with the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you will be training with Avery, who is a Psychic-type user. They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own. Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story.
Oh!
It's a fighting-type Pokemon that strives to become stronger
That's
with
a
single-minded
legendary.
dedication. As you progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon.
Bah. Mustard.
Once you complete your training together with Cub Fu, it will be able to evolve into Urshifu.
Ah, just one of those legendaries that
Urshifu is
evolves.
a Pokemon with 2 distinct styles. There is Single Strike style, a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also Rapid Strike style, a fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes. What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form.
Because of course it does.
Each style will have a different
Oh, that's what
appearance,
this
as
is.
well as a
Okay.
different G-Max move.
That's what this is.
You'll be able to evolve your Cubfu into an Urshifu in one of these 2 styles, Single Strike style or Rapid Strike style, during your adventure.
A fighting water type. Very
Urshifu is a
interesting.
powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its 2 styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
Okay, so it'll be allowed. Very interesting.
We also want to talk about Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon. final evolutions of the first 3 Pokemon you team up with in the Galar region. During your adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your teams will be able to Gigantamax. You can
Wait, does Centellion have a sniper rifle?
And as you can see here, we've got even more in the works to make sure your journey is as smooth and fun as possible. There are new fashion items, and you'll even be able to obtain
You get
new
to dress
looks
as
for your
Marnie.
bike. We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
And now 5 more minutes on the tundra of whatever it is.
Next, I'd like to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area,
Yeah.
which has a theme of exploration. I'm going
Is it
to show
another
you the
wild
information
area?
we have at the moment.
This expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for yourself at the beautiful scenery of this shining, silvery landscape. As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before.
Yeah.
Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration,
We got the
there will be
Reggies.
plenty for you to uncover. You might find a strange temple where you least expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious giant tree growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong. A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra.
A certain person.
You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside Pokemon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of during max raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure.
Calyrex.
Legends say this Pokemon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements. Get ready to experience a never-before-told story about the mysteries of Calyrex.
It's the same
Crown
typing as
Tundra will
Celebi.
have a new form of co-op play as well.
Oh?
This will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokemon dens that exist underground. in the Crown Tundra. Inside the
Content!
dens, you may see legendary Pokemon from past games Dynamaxing before your eyes. You'll be able to meet and make allies of all kinds of legendary
Oh,
Pokemon
wow.
during your adventure
Oh,
in
wow.
the Crown Tundra,
Oh, wow!
including ones you'll be able to catch through this co-op play.
Latios, yes!
It also appears that some brand new legendary Pokemon are also waiting to be found somewhere in this land.
Brand new.
And combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new clothing items will be added. Plus, there will be new battles waiting for you to challenge once you complete your entire game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. We can't go into the details of everything, but we're working on planning and developing new ways to enjoy Pokemon even as we speak. The Isle of
Wow.
Armor and the Crown Tundra areas themselves are actually 2 key examples of the things we're working on. Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the Galar region.
Okay.
Players are able to move around freely and control the camera. Of course,
Okay.
you'll be able to connect with other trainers and play with them too. There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon that haven't previously appeared in the Galar region. There's more to see and do on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra than there was even in the wild area.
Whoa.
We'll bring you more information about them in future news reports, so please stay tuned.
Well, I don't think we're getting Diamond and Pearl remakes this year, guys.
What did you think? We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content, so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay
We
with
hope
this.
you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Thank you, Mr. Tani. On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra, you'll see some familiar Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in
Okay,
these
so
areas,
not
and you
everything.
can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
That's not everything, but that's maybe
Additionally,
half of
we'll
what's
be distributing
missing.
free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
Oh, free updates.
These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokemon that appear on the Isle of Armor
Oh,
and
okay.
Crown Tundra through other means,
Well,
such as trading.
that's very nice of them, at least.
Players will also be able to bring over Pokemon to their games from the cloud service Pokemon Home, as long as the Pokemon appear in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion
Okay.
pass.
They never did talk about this, by the way.
Pokemon Home is planned to launch in February
Okay,
2020.
now they talked about it. Next month.
We intend to release even more details before then, so please wait just a little bit
Whoa,
longer.
really? Really? Wow.
Finally, we have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles in the wild
I
area.
didn't know those could be
Face these
Gigantamax.
powerful Pokemon with your friends. There will also be a software update going live available later today. Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station. In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon Shield, you'll run into Avery.
Okay, nice
You'll also
tease.
encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor. You
Can
can
we-
try to catch it and add it to your team.
We could. Alright!
Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor, or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra.
Okay!
Don't forget to check it out.
That is so cool!
What did you think? Today, we've finally been able to show you some of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going forward. We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures
pretty
waiting for
excited.
you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown
Pretty
Tundra.
excited.
Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced before.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
I wish I knew how much
Stay
the
tuned
expansion
for
passes
more
were.
updates in the future.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra,
30
will be available
bucks!
for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
Wow, 30 bucks.
You'll
That's
also be able to purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
I think.
You'll also be able to
Okay, they screwed up on their end.
will be available for pre-purchase.
Let's see
on
if I
Nintendo
can't
eShop
stop
later
this at the
today.
perfect time here.
You'll also be able to
There, you can see the expansion pass from the main menu. That's the last thing that they're going to be able to. Okay, a $30 expansion pass is better than a $60 game that's identical except with these updates. You guys have got to at least agree with that. $30. So it's a $90 game. I'm so worried because I'm excited. This is a lot of content. I'm not upset at the content. The content looks great, but what's going to happen in 20 years when the Switch servers go down and people want to play Sword and Shield? They're not going to be able to do this ever. And there's people like me who has Pokemon Sword and Shield, or who uses Sword and Shield on several accounts. I would need to buy the expansion pass for every single account. Wow. Donations greatly appreciated. Okay, the very minimum I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-order the expansion pass for Shield, which is my main game. So I will do that later today. Okay, don't forget also we got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Deluxe coming out. What was it, March 6th? 3 days after Final Fantasy, 2 weeks, a week and a half before Animal Crossing. March is just going to be packed. So, if you have Sword and Shield and you want to fully experience both, it would cost you $180. To be fair, you can buy Sword and Shield used, But the expansion pass, you can't get a discount on that. It's always going to be $30. So even if you got the games for free, you'd still have to pay $30 to... I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. It's a lot of great content. Looking forward to it. I'm a little... There's going to be plenty of people, prepare yourselves for this, people. There's going to be plenty of people online who are going to be upset that you got to pay money and you still don't even get the full national decks. There's still going to be like 200 short. I'm interested to see what those 200 will be. But we're getting a lot of legendaries, which is going to make a lot of people happy. And there's going to be people who are like, it should have been part of the base game. I disagree. The base game gave us plenty already. They didn't even have to do the expansion pass. I'm willing to bet that at least part of the reason they're doing this is because of all the fans who are so upset. I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm worried. I'm it's hard to explain it any other way than that. I'm excited but worried. The stream does get my like though. But like I said, I don't think we're getting a new main series game this year. Not with all this coming out. We are getting Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Deluxe. How far back was that? Oh, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team Deluxe. So that's what I thought. It was just a straight-up remake of Red and Blue Rescue Team. I love that cover art, though. That is pretty. Should be getting a physical release. This is cutting it a little close. $30. All right, I'll do it. I won't like it, but I'll do it. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much my that's my stream of the Pokemon Direct. Wow. Like I said, $30 for an expansion is still cheaper than $60 for another full game that would have looked like this anyway when it was released. Which is what it would have been if they had released like an Ultra Shield and Ultra Sword or whatever. So it's just something to remember. Thanks, Andrew Gates, for the $2. This is super out of character for Pokemon. Well, like I just said. Man. So no Sinnoh remakes coming. Sinnoh remakes might come, just... I don't see that happening this year. Or maybe it will. Maybe it will, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Pokemon Home next month. This game, month after. First part of the expansion, June, which is good. And then the other part in fall. So there is still room for there to be another Pokemon game later this year. I just don't think there will be. That would be literally a Pokemon game every single year since 2016. So that would be Sun and Moon 16, Ultra Sun and Moon 17, Let's Go in 18, Sun and Moon 19, or Sword and Shield 19, then something new in 20. I don't see that happening. I think they're going to put all their effort into this expansion pass, and then they're going to give themselves a little bit of a break. The new Pokemon look awesome. The old Pokemon look awesome. I'm really looking forward to this expansion. I'm just worried, that's all. Yeah, that's the end of my reaction, guys. I'm sorry my chat never did show up above my head. Gotta ask Phil about how he does it. Otherwise, bye. Gotta go catch that Slowpoke.